Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to start with the chapter, The Ashes That Made Trees Bloom, which is your next chapter. What this chapter is about? This chapter is about, it's actually a Japanese story in which a poor old couple who are hardworking also, they were having a dog. They were so kind to the dog that even when the dog died, they have kept the ashes. Ashes means when the body is burnt, the remaining ash. They have kept that ash also. And ultimately, with a magical effect, what is happening in the story? That the dog was helping this couple to come out of their problems. He is also helping. The name of the dog is Muko. This dog is helping them to come out of their worries, to come out of their problem, and ultimately was able to make them rich also. But the neighbors of this old couple, they are so jealous of this couple that they knew that it is only dog which is responsible for their growth. This dog is very helpful to them. So what they thought, they wanted that this dog should be dead. They were trying one or the other way. But ultimately what happened? Finally this happened. They have tried a number of times and ultimately the dog died. And because of that, the old couple, they were in despair. They were so sad that their dear dog is dead. But later on what happened, the ashes, they have kept with them that of the dog, and those ashes has helped them to come out of their problems. And ultimately, one day they met the king and got rich also. So as I told you that this is a Japanese tale, Japanese story, and it is going to be very, very interesting. So what is the main thing? What is the main thing that we are going to read in this story? So it means that people are known by their deeds as tree is known by its fruit and its leaves. Yes. So people are how they got their identity. They got their identity because of the type of life or the kind of behavior they are showing to others. It is only the behavior they show to others which is most important. It means what kind of behavior, what kind of attitude you will show to others, that will ultimately matters. If you will be kind to others, people will always recognize and remember you as kind person. But if you will be harsh to others, if you are having unfeeling behavior towards the feelings of others, people will also remember you as useless person, the person who is not of any use to them, the person who is not so great. So this is what remains after us is only our goodwill. And that goodwill, how it can be attained? It cannot be attained with our one act, but it is slowly and gradually the different kind of acts that we are putting, that we are showing to others help us. And this what we have read in this chapter, that the goodness of the dog, it remains even after him, with little bit of magical realism in this story is given a magical touch also that we will also enjoy. Moreover, this chapter, it also tells us that people and animals will be kind to us if we are kind to them. Yes, if we are kind to people, then the people will also be kind to us. If we will be kind to animals, they in return also show us kind behavior. But if we will be harsh to them, they in return will be harsh to us also. And moreover, being mean and wicked make us less happy. If we will be mean, if we will be selfish, this doesn't guarantee any kind of happiness. We won't be happy. We rather turn out to be sad. We turn out to be sad towards people. We turn out to be sad in our life. And ultimately, the only key to happiness is to be kind to others, to help others, so that you can be a happy person. Right? So as I told you that this is going to be very interesting story, and now I'm going to share with you the chapter. So here it is, the chapter. Just see it on your screens. Yes. The ashes that made trees bloom. Let us start with this chapter. Open up it in your books on page number, it is not mentioned here, page number 55, chapter number 4, the ashes that made trees bloom. Let us start with the chapter. This is a story about an honest and hard-working old couple and their pet dog. As I told you that what this story is about, this is a Japanese tale. Tale means story, which is about a hard-working couple who was old also. They were old in their age and they were having one pet dog which was very dear to them. The neighbors are troublesome. Troublesome means creating trouble. The neighbors, they are troublesome. They are creating trouble for them in one way or the other way. And the dog dies a sad death. And the dog, he dies a sad death. That was too sad for the couple also. The spirit of the dog gives solace. Solace means peace after death. The spirit, you know what is spirit? The spirit of the dog gives solace and support to his master in unexpected ways. So after the dog dies, his spirit comes and helps the couple in various ways. Which various ways? This we are going to read here. So here goes the chapter, the ashes that made trees bloom. In the good old days of daimyos, right? Daimyos means it was the term related to 19th century. It means wealthy landowners, the people who are rich landowners. In the good old days of the daimyos, there lived an old couple whose only pet was a little dog. So at the time when rich and wealthy landowners were there at that time there was living a couple who were old, who were hardworking, but who were poor. But they have one pet dog having no children. They loved it as though it were a baby. So they don't have any children. So they loved this dog like that of their own children. So they were feeding him at proper time, giving him only what he is eating and nothing else. Maybe now many students, they are having dogs as pets in their homes. Many of you must be having. So you know that how much love you are showering onto your dogs. You are taking care of the health of the dog, taking him regularly to the doctor, getting vaccinated, then providing him healthy food, special food items you purchase from the market, special feed for the dogs are available. So you take too much care of dog. But in those times, these kind of things were not prevalent. So they were providing the dog all kind of food that they were eating. Because they don't have any children, so they were taking care of the dog as their own children. The old dame made it a cushion of blue crepe, and at mealtime, Muko. Muko is the name of the dog. Dame means the farmer's wife of the couple. So, mealtime Muko, for that was its name, would sit on it as snug as any cat. Snug means producing sound and feeling comfortable. So what the narrator is saying, that the dame, she has made a beautiful blue colored, you can say, cushion, where the dog in its free time would be sitting on that cushion and was, you can say, enjoying sitting on the cushion and feeling comfortable. Now, the kind people fed the pet with tidbits of fish from their own chopsticks. So, the kind people means these two, that couple, these two persons that formulate a couple, an old woman and a man, as they don't have any child. So, they were from, because it was Japanese couple, So how they were eating? They were eating with chopsticks. You know, they are not eating with spoons. They are eating with chopsticks. So what they are doing? They were feeding with small pieces of fish to the dog and all the boiled rice it wanted. And they were also giving them boiled rice, which the dog enjoys a lot. Thus, treated the dumb creature, loved its protectors like a being with a soul. So ultimately, this old couple, they were loving their dog like any other creature, as if it was a real creature with soul. They are not thinking that it is an animal, but what they are thinking it as a real real being who is having feelings and who is having all the love and affection hidden in its heart. So, the old man, being a nice farmer, went daily with her hoe and spade. Hoe and spade, these are the two instruments which are used to dig the earth, which can be helpful in tilling the soil. Tilling means preparing the soil for sowing the seeds to make the earth soft. So, with his hoe and spade into the fields, working hard from morning until O Tento Sama, as the sun is called. What is sun is called in Japanese language? O Tento Sama had gone down behind the hills. So the farmer was very, very hardworking. He was working with his hoe and spade in the fields. He is going early in the morning till O Tanto Sama means the sun, it comes down into the fields. It means it sets. Every day the dog followed him to work. So every day what happens? The dog is also going along with the farmer to the fields, harming the white heron that walked in the footsteps of the old man to pick up the worms. So what he is doing, he is taking care that the white heron, it should be moving in the fields only, because this white heron was helpful as it was picking up worms. So he was driving it away, as the worms were actually helpful for the farmers. As they, why, you know why worms? Because they make the soil fertile. So, for the old fellow was patient and kind to everything that had life, and often turned up a sword on purpose to give food to the birds. Sword on purpose means he was intentionally helping those creatures who need help. Okay, so this old man who was kind to all the creatures of this earth and who is often helping all the other creatures to get food whenever they need, and this is also giving food to the birds, throwing seeds into the field so that the birds can also eat something. One day the dog came running to him, putting his paws against his legs and motioning with his head to some spot behind. So one day what happened? The dog came. You know, when the dog wants to convey you something, they would rise up, they would jump, and you can say they will try to climb into your arms. So similarly, the dog came, and what he did, he jumped to stand against his legs in order to stop him, as if the dog wanted to tell the farmer something, as if the dog wanted to convey something to the farmer. So, the old man at first thought his pet was only playing and did not mind it. So first of all, the farmer thought that the dog was only coming to him as a fun. It is not nothing serious, and he did not pay much attention towards it. But the dog kept on whining and running. Whining means moving round and round. But the dog was then whining and running to and fro, forward and backward for some minutes. This made the farmer to think that this dog really wants to convey me something. Then The old man followed the dog a few yards to a place where the animal began a lively scratching. So what happened? Then finally what happened? The old man followed the dog and the dog led him under a tree. Now few yards away, means few walks away, where the animal began to lively scratching. While lively scratching means he started scratching onto the ground with his paws and claws. Thinking it was possibly a buried bone or a bit of fish, the old man struck his hoe in the earth when, lo, a pile of gold gleamed before him. So what happened? The farmer thought that he is scratching the ground because he might have found a bone or a fish to eat in that earth. He is smelling that. So in order to help the dog, what the farmer did? He, with his spade and throw, what he did, he dug the ground. So what happened? To his surprise, he found pile of gold. So much of gold it was piled up in the form of heap, and he was surprised to see it. Thus, in an hour, the old couple were made rich. So just in an hour, what happened? This couple was turned out to be rich. The good souls bought a piece of land. Naturally, when they had money, what they would do, they would purchase land so that they can irrigate more, they can plow more, they can sow more and have a good harvest. So they purchased a piece of land, made a feast for their friends and gave plentiful to their poor neighbors. So what they did, they thought that they would organize a party treat for their friends. They have invited them to their house, arranged a party for them, and then they thought that their neighbors are also poor, so they have gave plenty of things to the neighbors. But the neighbors, they were unthankful. They were not at all happy with their richness. They were not at all happy that they have got or they have achieved something in their life. As for the dog, they petted him till they nearly smothered him with kindness. So for the dog also, they were providing him all kind of kindness. Smothering means touching it with soft hands and ultimately providing him all possible love they could give to the dog. Now, in the same village, there lived a wicked old man and his wife. So, in the same village who is living, there is also living an old man and his wicked, means his wife was mean, unkind to animals, full of jealousy she was, and a bit sensitive and kind, who had always kicked and scolded all dogs whenever any passed their house. So what is the quality? If this old couple is loving the dogs a lot, what they are doing, if any dog is passing their house, they were kicking it so that the dog would cry in pain. Hearing of their neighbor's good luck, they coaxed the dog into the garden and set before him bits of fish and other dainties, hoping he would find treasure for them. So what happened? So they thought that if we will provide some food to this dog, now here the two meanings are, quacks means to allure someone, to give someone something so that he can do good in return. Okay, persuade. And dainties mean other tasty things. He has shown tasty things in front of dogs so that what he can do, so that he can also find treasure for them, because a word spread about this in their village that this dog has helped this old woman and man in order to get treasure, and it is because of this reason that they have turned out to be rich in an hour. So they tried to give fish and other tasty food they have thrown in front of the dog so that the dog could also find treasure for them. But the dog, being afraid of the cruel pair, would neither eat nor move. But the dog, as you know, that the dog was afraid of the couple because every other time the dog was passing near them, they were kicking the dog. They were making the dog cry. So the dog neither ate something nor he moved from that place. Then, then they dragged him out of doors, taking a spade and a hoe with them. No sooner had the dog got near a pine tree in the garden, than he began to paw and scratch the ground as if a mighty treasure lay beneath. So, finally, what happened? Then they have pushed the dog with their hands, or they pulled the dog with their hands so that it can go out of the house. So when the dog came out of the house, they, with their hoe and spade, which was earlier ready, they went to follow the dog. Why they went to follow the dog? They went to follow the dog so that the dog would also scratch something. They would excavate the thing what is lying under it. So finally, the dog reached under a pine tree. Now, the dog started scratching the ground there, and they saw as the dog was scratching the ground there. So, what happened? So, they thought that there must be a treasure under this tree also. But what happened? Quick, wife, hand me the spade and hoe. And greedily old fool as he danced with joy. So wife was very happy that the dog is scratching the ground. She told her husband, give me spade and hoe, and she was dancing with joy. Yes, now we are going to find a treasure. But then the covetous old fellow, covetous means greedy, old fellow with the spade and old crone with the hoe began to dig. Crone is, it's an old woman, okay, who is man's wife. This crone, she started digging the ground, but there was nothing but a dead kitten. So, but what they find inside the ground? They find a dead kitten. So, naturally the woman would be happy or sad? She was angry. She was too angry. So, when she found a dead kitten, the smell of which made them drop their tools and shut their noses. So it was it was giving out, dead kitten was giving out bad smell, that they have thrown their tools, spade and hoe, and they have covered their noses because it was giving out foul smell. So, furious at the dog, they were very angry at the dog. The old man kicked and beat him to death. The old man was so angry that he started beating the dog, and ultimately the dog was dead. So, and the old woman, she finished the work by nearly chopping off its head and with the sharp hoe. See how cruel the woman is. What she did, the old man has beaten down the dog to death, and she has cut off the head of the dog. So merciless. And they then flung him into the hole and heaped the earth over his carcass. So what they did, so they have put the dead body of the dog in that, you can say, hole which they have taken out, and out of which they have found the dead kitten and covered it with earth. Very bad. How cruel they are. The owner of the dog heard of the death of his pet. And mourning means showing sad feeling on someone's death. Mourning for him as if he had been his own child, went at night under the pine tree. So this news also came to the couple that their dear dog is dead. They were very sad because it is just like as their own child, and now they feel that their own child is dead. So what happened? They have gone to that pine tree where the dog was buried. So what happened? He set up some bamboo tubes in the ground, such as are used before tombs, in which he put fresh flowers. Then he laid a cup of water and a tray of food on the grave and buried several costly sticks of incense. So see, you can see in the picture here that this kind of sticks he fixed into the ground, and in it he has put some incense sticks, costly sticks which are giving out good smell, in order to provide solace to this dog, in order to provide some calmness to the dead body of this dog and to the soul of the dog. And finally, he mourned a great while over his pet, calling him many dear names as if he were alive. So he was remembering, he was feeling sad for the death of his dog, and he was calling him by several names as if he was his own child. That night, the spirit of the dog appeared to him in a dream and said, "Cut down the pine tree over my grave and make from it a mortar for your rice pastry and a mill for your bean sauce." See, now that day what happened, in his dream came the dog. It was the spirit of the dog, and he has told that you will make some mortar. Mortar is sort of cement. You will make a mortar, cut that pine tree which has grown or under which my grave is made, and make from it a mortar. And what you will make for your rice pastry. It is a dish to be cooked there, and for that they require some basic raw material. And mill for your bean sauce. Mill means in which you will you can say grind the hard sticks, hard material, in order to get it into a fine powder. In mill for your bean sauce, in order to make bean sauce. And tomorrow we will read it here. Okay. So I hope that the chapter seems to be very interesting.